Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. In the last episode we opened up a whole new rabbit hole of mysteries. The secret to Erina's past is seemingly starting to form right before our very eyes, to even who Toshiro was as a younger adult during his high school years, seemingly being friends with an Eri Natsuhara, or in shorter terms, Erina, or at least the true Erina, before the events of everything, although that doesn't mean the one we know isn't the real one. It just means that there's two current possibilities in my head of what could be the possible answer. Either she is the real Erina, who's been trapped inside Toshiro's heart and lost her memories, just like Toshiro has, of who she really is, or Erina is a shadow like Morgana that represents the girl he once knew as his friend this entire time. Overall, both being quite crazy revelations, no matter the way you spin it. The only thing is, which one is right, or are they both wrong? The only possible way to find out this truth is to push ever further into the deepest depths of this twisted and sinister school-like kingdom in the form of what would be a palace of sorts, to gain any answers we can on the truth one step at a time, and surely within time all of our questions will be answered in due time, of course. The thing is though, either way, depending on how this goes, Erina's story is definitely very, very interesting, because it would answer a lot of questions on why Erina's here from everything we've seen. If she, either is a real person, or if she is a shadow of sorts, which is crazy. But I guess we'll find out. With that being said, into the third battle of the major battles of this kingdom, and time to get our second key and second memory of Toshiro's past, and hopefully get any answers we need. First things first, obviously, figure out our squad for going into here. Honestly, what I think we should do is we'll go with An and Ryuji for this one, I think. Or we could go Makoto. Nah, Makoto isn't good for this map. Now that I look at it, it wouldn't really make sense. I think this would be the perfect team for this one. But first things first is definitely going into personas, and definitely swapping the personas around. Let's see, who would she rather have? It's either between Jiteu and Pale Rider. I'm gonna say for Ryuji, I'm gonna say Pale Rider would be better on Ryuji because of the fact that I think I can do a little bit more with Ryuji doing ambushing. Possibly. I feel like that could be pretty interesting. Then obviously An can have Ganesha because of that current way of thinking. And I can easily work with that, honestly. So, with that being said, I think we're more than ready to continue and get into whatever craziness we get into in today's episode. New scroll rule, range attacks are prohibited. No shooting allowed. Okay.
Whip them into shape.
The loudspeaker, it seems something again. Whoever it is, they're certainly not giving us a warm welcome. It's different from what we heard earlier. Shooting still allowed this time.
Yeah, but originally it was no skills allowed.
Just be careful, maybe aim for the speaker too.
Yeah, it looks like just hit the speaker and then it should be open for whatever we want to do, basically. So just don't use our gun on that, which is a good thing. We can work with that. First things first is figuring out how we want to deal with these enemies. Ryuji, if you were to go in here, what can I do? Particularly, I can definitely ranged weapon hats, if possible. Never a bad idea. Kinda curious, if I were to whack you, could do something here. I'm gonna definitely just short range hit you though, I think. I kinda like that idea. Let's go for it. Smack you in the face, and then we can head on up. And then I think it's just about like just hitting this thing and like forcing it to kind of break in a way. Or if I can get closer to the other one. Close enough, but not close enough in the way that I wanted to. Oh, also we messed up this guy's movement. Interesting. I can move him slightly, or I can mess with him. Could work. He's not on the thing to where it would be a good thing to do. I'm gonna melee him though. So let's push him over there. Now we get a triangle forming, and I can make my way up here. Is this guy even close enough to hitting me? I don't even think he can get to me. Yeah, he can. Okay, I'm not really worried about him, honestly. And then, might be better. Ooh, actually, wait a minute. I cannot get Ryuji onto that. Okay, 1 second. Let's get Ryuji on here first, and then we can mess with this. So, okay, there we go. I just want to make sure we have a way of going back up and forth, and getting a perfect angle on this. And also hitting this thing as well on top of that. Does this count as me hitting this thing? I'm not really sure. I can't really see it from this angle. It doesn't look like it. We can move slightly, maybe. How about that one? Doesn't look like it. Okay, I might have to move forward slightly on this one to force it. Yeah, there we go. Now it's forced in there. You do a bunch of damage to this, and maybe, just maybe, kind of work with this as well. It hits the thing. Doesn't count as a melee attack.
Now it's my turn.
Looks like I need to physically hit it. Okay, we can work with that. So, let's try it with just a full-on hit with his iodine. Just do as much damage as we can.
I'll show no mercy.
Okay. I did a decent amount. We can kind of figure it out from here. I'm gonna keep on down here. I think that might be a good idea, just in case. And charge up. And see what we can do. Okay. Seems like it's over for now. Okay. New enemies coming in. Okay, not too bad. We can work with that. You don't like your positioning. I can force you down though. So bring you down here actually.
I'll show no mercy.
Too bad. Ryuji can make his way up here as well. While also kind of messing with this guy. And push him forward slightly. Not a bad idea. Kind of like blasting like this. Yeah, let's go for it. And then force him to move forward. He's on top of Ryuji now. But in a way that I can maybe make this work. Okay. Let's see here. Joker, you can get on top of here for a second. I have a plan. Doesn't look like I can fully make it happen, but we'll figure it out. Yeah, it doesn't look like I can. I'm gonna do it from down here though. I'm gonna definitely blast him with Akidine. I don't want this guy hitting Ryuji, if I can help it. Down he goes. Now we get a 1 more going, so we get the bonuses from her and her persona. So now we can kind of mess around here. Okay. Keep that guy away from me if I can help it. Hit these guys if needed. How far is our range of hitting enemies here? Doesn't look very big. But that doesn't mean that we can't do nothing here. It just means it's going to be a little interesting. But we do have 1 more going. Although nobody's encircled right now, which is a little unfortunate. I'm gonna go like here-ish. If I turn around and hit this guy behind me, It will pull him forward. Let's do it. Let's get him off of that. Maybe I can work with that. And then maybe, just maybe, we can do something with this. Okay, it would be a complete burn if I do it that way. But maybe, just maybe, it would be good enough. Maybe. I guess we'll find out. Let me do it from, like, this range, maybe. Is there a way I can hit, like, both of these guys? Looks like maybe if I slightly go back slightly, that hits him. It's like he's like, okay, there we go. Got him. I just wanted them to be, like, directly on top of each other. Okay, cool. That can work. But then he's not in it at all. Not exactly what I was going for, but maybe we can work with this. I'm gonna burn this guy completely. I don't trust this guy staying here. I don't want to get punched out of my current positioning. I'd rather that not happen, if I can help it. There's no reason to let it. Get a good chunk of SP back too. Not too bad. Okay. Get blasted a couple times. It's perfectly fine. Just as long as we don't get completely smacked around. It seems like we are definitely on the last 3 enemies too, so no more craziness going on here either. Or to ambush, I'm curious. I don't think it would work out in the way that I'm hoping it would. It would work if they were moving around constantly and I could have a full, like, mess around with what they were doing. But, actually, yeah, good on. Let's go, Ion on you. Burn you down as much as we can. Then, Ryuji, you're gonna blast this guy. Down goes an enemy. Not too bad. We have voltage up too, as well, here in the next couple seconds. And then what we can do with On, we can completely blast one down if needed. Could be a good idea. I'm gonna blast this guy though, just because I feel more like that would be more worth it. So down goes you. Not too bad. And then we have one more enemy left. If I were to melee you, how much damage? Not a lot. But we could probably Ziodyne, and that would definitely confirm your knockout. Cool, not too bad. Three turns for all those enemies. New enemies. Okay, do they... Oh, they're moving with On in a weird spot. Oh, this is not good. Could be worse. Could be much worse, honestly. But, I wish it would have told me that, range attacks are prohibited again. And now, this time, we're much more compact. But we are close enough to these enemies to the point where it wouldn't be a major problem. Okay, not too bad. This can work out. Okay, first things first,
Persona!
Phantom Judge does not sound like a bad idea right now. Because I can easily encircle these guys. Like, I can move here. Yeah, actually, you know what? We're gonna go for it. I really like this idea. And then this guy, the ninja guy, won't even have a chance of fighting back and swapping their places and stuff like that. And he stays in a really open spot for me. And it doesn't count as a melee, or as a ranged attack either, which is huge for us, if we're doing it this way. So, just encircle them with the triangle and burn them completely out of the way. Not too bad. This should be a completion for the map. Weird that Futaba says that it was 3 enemies left and then it pulls in a whole group of new enemies for me to deal with. Very curious. But not too bad. 7 turns for what we just did. Not bad at all. Nothing new though. I have a Valkyrie, I have Narcissus, and I have Wrong. So, nothing new. But new stuff I can fuse into for later, which is never a bad thing. The stage cleared, and off to the next part. What is our second key? Because the last one was bandages.
And that settles the matter. Now, for this second so-called key.
Yeah, what is our second so-called key indeed? There it is.
Look, over there.
Yep, right over there.
Oh, that's a weird-looking box.
Student Council suggestion box. Just like Toshiro said Erina Harem was part of the student council eventually. Okay. Another memory definitely tied towards Erina then.
Oh, I remember learning about this in history class. Something in the Edo period?
No, you're just not part of the student council. Makoto would know about this.
It's a suggestion box.
Yep, exactly.
Basically, it's a way to collect people's complaints and requests anonymously.
Exactly.
Although, this one appears to be empty.
Empty.
Think this'll jog any memories, Toshiro?
More than likely.
I can't say for sure, but if it's the same as last time, touching it ought to.
Yeah, touching it on to bring something back. Hopefully it's a good memory. Whatever it is.
Yep, you called it.
Yep, he did definitely call it. In we go. Second memory, what do we got? What is it going to entail? That's what I'm really, really curious about.
So tired.
Here she is again. Okay, so it is continuing on Eri Natsuhara then.
I pulled an all-nighter on a mock exam. Entrance exams might be important, but that doesn't change the fact that they suck.
Fair enough. Fair enough indeed. Honestly, I do not blame you.
Overnight cramming is actually counterproductive. Sleep is necessary for committing what you've learned to memory.
Probably true. I don't know if that's entirely true, because I kind of do exactly what Erina does. So, I feel like I learn more when I stay up later. I've always been a night owl, and I feel like I've learned more by staying up. So, maybe? Could be this case for some people, but I feel like I definitely remember more.
You might make it by cramming for regular tests, but comprehensive ones like entrance exams require long-term memory for any chance.
Fair enough. But, I do that, though. I was meaning more just in general, like, I stay up late at night to, do extra cramming, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Oh good, I can get some shut-eye during this lecture.
I don't give you lectures, I give you advice, which you clearly need.
Which is fair, although you should be more patient with her, Toshiro.
If anything, I should lecture you on how to take advice properly.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the same connection between how Erina and Toshiro act in the Kingdom world, for sure.
By the way, I noticed earlier.
What'd you notice? I'm guessing it's empty just like it is in the other world?
The suggestion box has been awfully empty lately.
It is. Okay, so specifically it needs to be empty for it to be connected to this memory then. Okay.
If I had to guess, I'd say it's because we've taken care of everything by now.
Okay.
You're going to run yourself ragged if you're always looking for trouble to clean up, Eri.
Fair enough.
You're saying I should turn a blind eye to people in need? That'll run me even more ragged.
Probably true.
Please, try putting yourself in my shoes for once.
Well, to be fair, you've been following her shoes this entire time. Ever since she did come into your life, so... let's be honest here, you like doing this.
Can't you just enjoy the peace and quiet as the fruits of your labor?
I sure hope you're right. But something's still bugging me. Isn't the vibe at school kinda weird now?
The vibe of school? Is she saying, kinda like how it's sinister in this world?
Weird?
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Come in!
Knock on the door?
Hi.
Student. Okay, hello there. You kind of look like the one rebel, the female rebels here. That's interesting.
Someone said that you guys hear out people in trouble?
That is true. Purple eyes too, by the way. Is exact same eye color as the shadows here. That's interesting.
Yep, whatever it is, you can lay it on your future prime minister here.
Don't say such ridiculous things.
Well, it's pretty true. She actually got you right on the mark there.
How come? One day you'll be a Diet member, and then you'll make prime minister, yeah?
That would be the case.
I've never said anything of the sort.
Well, it's true.
What? You don't remember your speech?
Speech.
I'll never take favors from my father. I'll stand on my own 2 feet.
I've definitely never said that. You must do the worst impression I've ever seen.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure.
Huh? Objection, Your Honor. Wait, is that a prime minister or a judge?
That's a judge. Closer to his father, with how his father's battle was, honestly. I'm curious what her question is, though.
Oh, sorry. Here, grab a seat and hit us with the deeds.
Yeah, what's going on here, buddy?
Vice Principal Nakabachi's been blackmailing students and staff here?
Nakabachi? Maybe that's who we're dealing with, then. The redacted guy. Nakabachi. Okay, we'll remember that name, then. Sounds familiar to something we've been dealing with in the original story with Kamoshida. Curious. Very, very curious.
I was such an idiot.
Whoa, that imagery is crazy. What the heck is going on here? Looks like he's more sadistic than Kamoshida was, though, based on that imagery.
I thought my chances at college, my whole life, would be over if the school found out I'd been working at a nightclub.
You're working at a nightclub?
And when Nakabachi stumbled onto your secret, he proposed a deal to keep you off the hook.
What kind of deal?
He ordered you to dig up dirt on other students and report back to him, correct?
That's pretty messed up.
Then he'd use that information to pressure them into bringing him even more dirt on other people.
Huh.
He just kept creating more and more victims until eventually he even had the teachers under his thumb.
That's pretty crazy.
There's no way to tell who's working for Nakabachi, so I didn't know who to trust with this.
Fair enough. Yuri Karano. We got her name now, too. Okay. Noted.
It's all my fault. I did something so stupid just to pay my tuition.
Poor girl.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry for melting down like that. So, now what?
Good question, Yuri. What's the memo? Oh, it's for her. Yuri Karano, a female student from Toshiro's high school, Nakabachi, caught wind of her breaking school rules and blackmailed her into acting as a spy. Eventually, she became overwhelmed by guilt and went to Toshiro and Eri, who were then on the student council. So they must have been taken off the student council then. At some point, breaking down in tears, pleading for their help. Interesting. Very much noted on that. Anything else we should know? No? 3 more people on here. Nothing in here. Still an other in the memos. Okay.
Thank you for telling us. I know it wasn't easy.
Yeah, definitely. It's okay. Toshiro will figure it out, as well as Erina.
This is a pretty huge issue, so it's gonna take some time, but we'll handle it.
I can definitely say they will.
I don't care what happens to me anymore.
Don't care? That's not good.
So please, I'm begging you, please.
We'll see what we can do.
Nakabachi was hired here very recently, but he was promoted to vice principal right away.
Probably using blackmail to get to the higher positions as quickly as possible.
It may have been unexpected, but nobody would guess this was how he pulled it off.
It is pretty crazy that he was able to figure out a way to completely turn this school on its head, just like that. Just in a couple, who knows, like months or something like that. That's kind of crazy. And really messed up of a way to do it. Like, out of all things to do, blackmailing high school students? What kind of sick, crazy person are you if you're gonna do that?
Any student here would be terrified to lose their college prospects. It's no wonder how he was able to exploit that.
That's just sick. How could he use people and torture them like that?
Well, he's sadistic, that's why.
It sounds like the entire school's in a bizarre standoff, what with everyone spying on each other for Nakabachi.
Interesting. I wonder if that's going to play a part in the rebels here. With that being the case, if we need to worry about a spy or not in there. Gonna remember that just in case. But that confirms why it's such a sinister atmosphere here, honestly. Due to the fact of Nakabachi's reign of terror over the school during this portion of Toshiro's life.
This certainly explains why you felt something off here.
That would explain a lot.
That said, this is clearly beyond the scope of what the student council can handle.
Seemingly.
If we make one wrong move, we could be done for ourselves.
True.
What's your take, Eri?
Yeah, what do you got, Erina?
Eri?
Ugh, God! I am so pissed right now.
I don't blame you.
I don't care how badly Nakabachi wants to be in charge. He has no right to put Yuri through that kind of hell.
Which is true. He has no right to do that.
I thought schools and the staff were supposed to protect students, but not this messed up place. The way he's running this school now, it's like his own little dictatorship or something. True.
Very true. I can agree to that.
He's done for if he's really doing this. Toshiro, you've got to help me.
Well, Toshiro, you got a plan?
I thought you'd say as much.
You know her well then, bud.
From the sounds of things, you're looking to assemble a full-on rebellion.
That is definitely a case. And that is very much like the Erina we know.
Toshiro, that's exactly it. We'll start a rebellion. Oh, great idea.
Please don't take my jokes at face value.
Well, she doesn't see it as a joke.
At any rate, we're going to investigate this. I have to know the truth.
True, we have to get to the truth of everything. Okay. Well, we'll go from there then. The thing is, what do we do with that information now?
That's right. Nakabachi.
It seems to be our main villain here, Nakabachi.
Ichiro Nakabachi. He was just a run-of-the-mill music teacher who got promoted to vice principal out of the blue.
Music teacher of all things? Wow, that's kind of crazy. Okay. Go from learning music to blackmailing children. Interesting.
After hearing Yuri's story, Eri and I went around the school investigating.
Which is what we saw from that memory there.
Turning up leads wasn't easy, but Eri was persistent enough that we eventually had a grasp of the situation.
Which is good to hear.
Simply put, the results were jaw-dropping.
Jaw-dropping, you say?
Sexual harassment, embezzlement, extortion, other abuses of power, all of it being covered up by the administration.
So it's Kamoshida on, like, the nth degree with, no Phantom Thieves to be able to deal with him. That's kind of crazy.
And to top it all off, Nakabachi had been promised a promotion to principal. He essentially had full reign of the school.
Ugh, another turd for a teacher.
Exactly. Just like Kamoshida. Okay, let's see here. Ichiro Nakabachi, the vice principal of Toshiro's high school. As crooked as they come, he covered up his extensive track record of abuse including harassment and embezzlement by blackmailing students. Okay, now we got a meaty target on who our redacted tyrant is. Because it's more than likely him, because it didn't sound like Toshiro at all. So it's definitely got to be Ichiro here, I'm pretty sure. Out of the possible candidates. So, okay, well here we go.
The world's a big place, big enough for plenty of pieces of shit to run their schools.
To blackmail his own student. Can't imagine how Yuri felt at the time.
Yeah, that's pretty effed up.
But Nakabachi had covered his tracks, so ultimately we weren't able to collect any conclusive evidence.
Or at least from the memory that you remember.
Without concrete proof, we had to put our hopes on the victims' testimonies.
But what?
What is it? Did they testify?
Good question.
I'm sorry, I can't remember the rest.
Need another key then.
Well, we certainly learned enough this time around to put one question to bed.
Yeah, a little bit more information on who could possibly be our tyrants.
I'd wager that the ruler of this kingdom is Vice Principal Nakabachi.
It would make a lot of sense.
And I bet you're right. Now, let's wrap this up so we can get out of here already.
Yeah, let's get out of here as quick as possible.
Well, at least we've got an idea of who might be running this place. Plus the second key to boot.
True there, Morgana. True there indeed, buddy.
Let's go back to the hideout so we can hammer out our next steps.
Yeah, hammer out what we can get and go from there. Bad, not bad. Okay, off we go to our next major portion. Maybe towards our next key as well. Oh, already back here. Okay, cool. New skills available for unlocking. Did they unlock my final ones yet? Or not? Nah, not yet. Okay. Well, at least we checked. Take this off for a second. If I can. Anything I can get out of this? Close to getting that. Not close enough, though. Could go for that instead. Area range of Phantom Judge could be good. I'm gonna go for this, though, with the fact that, it could be helpful to have that, just in case. Morgana. We have the cover one right now, so anything I can do other than that? Not really. Oz is, not much I can do with either in the current moment. You can grab the cover one for now, just to have something. Ryuji, not really anywhere we can go with 6, but we can take this off for a second, and we can grab the double up, maybe? That could be probably good. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's grab it, see what happens. And then for her, we have 11. Well, 11 really can't get me much. But, if I were to take this off, I could grab Hypnoing, which I kind of like the idea of right now, more than having a follow-up on Haru for right now. Not too bad. Then Ryuji, we can mess with that a little bit, open up a couple more points towards something, and grab the stop and go. I like that better than the HP after doing an all-out attack at the current moment. We still have 6 points on her. We have the cover one in the current moment. Gives us 16. Not enough for anything, so we just keep that and go with that for now. And then for Erina, we have 6 points. We can get 10 back. We can grab the emergency support, but I'm gonna say probably just keep the SP. I think we can go from there. Okay, not too bad. It's good to double check that every now and then. And then
We sure
you don't have
Come
any
back
quest,
again later.
so good to double check on that. And then Aries' favorite phrase. Let's look into it. Curious. Very curious, honestly.
Hey,
Hey Pops, got any more stories about you and Natsuhara? I mean, if you were helping students with their problems, you must have been asked to do all kinds of crazy shit, right?
Actually,
Actually, do remember one. It's not exactly an interesting story, but one where we did come hit to a head.
Oh, in a fight?
In the end, it was only a minor misunderstanding. I'm sure she doesn't remember it anyways.
Okay. Let's look into it then.
Hey!
Hey, Toshiro. After we're done here, I'm gonna grab some ramen on the way home. A new shop opened up recently. That's close to school, and I heard the Toko Kotsu Misu Chasu ramen is phenomenal.
I'm afraid I must decline. It's against school rules to hang out on the way home.
What?
Seriously? What if we go home first? Change out of our uniforms and meet up again?
Minors are not allowed to go out at night without consent of both parties, parents, or guardians.
Here we go again. Another torturous Toshiro lecture on another stupid rule.
Senpai, why do you always refer to everything I say as torturous?
Huh?
Oh, huh? Do I?
It's appalling that you don't even realize it. You say it all the time. If I eat yakisoba pan in front of you when you're hungry, you say I'm torturing you.
Well, you totally are. It smells so good it hurts.
Also, if I score on it well on an exam, you say my superior wits is torturing you.
That's because you always say you didn't study for it.
Point is, you labeling everything I do negatively also counts as torture to me.
Fair enough.
I see. You're right. It's not cool that I make you feel that way. I'm sorry. I think I'm just getting carried away thinking everything was a joke between us.
Alright, it's fine. I'm not angry or anything.
I promise I won't do it anymore. And thanks for breaking up with me.
Well, if it's on the weekend, wouldn't mind going for ramen together.
Oh yeah? How generous of you. I look forward to it.
Looks like they figured it out.
However, we must meet in uniform even on weekend outings. School rules clearly dictate as such.
What? Even on weekends? That rule is totally torture.
You should fix yourself.
You were just going to say it, weren't you?
No, I was just going to say that rule is totally, terrible.
To start.
Okay, how about this? You can say I'm torturing you or lecturing you all you want. But you can only say it to me, not anyone else do.
Huh? But why?
I know what I'm saying is strange, but it just feels odd that you're being so considerate towards me. That's why I've lifted the ban.
Oh. It's pretty cool of him to let that ban out of the way.
Oh, Toshiro, you're seriously the best. You're so weird and entertaining.
Look, I don't get it either, okay, when I'm with you. I just really get thrown off.
Yeah, man. All that laughing made me hungry.
That goes for your dismissive attitude, too. Please don't go acting like that around others.
Fair enough. I guess it's more of like, he wants her to only do it around him. Because he feels close enough to her. It's like, they're basically kind of like a couple, from what it kind of looks like. Like, they're friends and a couple at the same time, without realizing they're one at the current moment, kind of thing. Like, Toshiro obviously had feelings for Erina. Or Erina Tsuhara, at least. Seemingly for Erina, too, in this world. Although, we're still not really sure if she is Eri or not, or a physical counterpart to her or something. But it's definitely interesting.
And that's about it. And to be honest, I'm not sure why I remember this thing in particular.
What if?
Well, I think it was a lovely story. It's not easy to find someone you can open up to and have an honest conversation with.
Huh.
That's right.
Yeah, perhaps you're right. Wait, why does the story feel so familiar? Have we been through something like this before?
Sounds like you and Mona. It does. It definitely does. Well, with Erina. But sounds like you and Morgana.
Yeah, that's right. Man, all that nagging and meowing. Wait, this isn't about me. Come on, that joke was even lamer than some of mine are.
You know, like how heard Erina and Toshiro thinking about being lectured before.
Ah.
You think they're connected after all?
It does seem a little too specific to be just a coincidence. Unfortunately, I don't remember anything like that story.
There's no need to rush. We'll find out eventually. But even enough reminiscing about the past. We should get ready for battle.
Sounds
Yeah,
good.
we should.
He's right. We need to keep moving forward if we want to uncover the truth.
True. Very true. 3 more GP. Not enough for anything, but we'll definitely take it. But there we go. Okay. Rena's favorite phrase. Being tortured. by Toshiro's, rules. Okay. Well, with that being said, let's grab our save while we can. And then we'll head on out then. Because we're definitely ready for another mission, I think. We have more than enough time for one. And whatever comes after it, so let's definitely head out then. See what happens.
We're back with the second key. Next up's the third one.
Yep, third key. Where do we need to go, buddies?
The third one already? That's even further from here. It's somewhere within the faculty room.
The faculty room. Okay, that's where we're going then.
Somewhere within, huh?
Yep, somewhere within indeed.
The faculty room, huh? Can I maybe skip out on this one?
I don't blame you for that one.
I wonder why, Ryuji. Maybe it's all the chewing out from your teachers?
No, more like he got his leg snapped by Kamoshida inside one of those, from what I remember personally in my head. Yeah, I don't blame him.
I doubt anyone has good memories of that place. No reason to be there, except getting chewed out.
I don't know if that's entirely true.
There's a lot of people that got chewed out in there by Kamoshida.
So far, we've been sent to the courtyard, the cafeteria, and now the faculty room.
Faculty room. Interesting places though. Courtyard, cafeteria, faculty room. Why all those 3 places? Interesting. Remember something?
No. I'm sure there's a connection with my memories, but I still haven't come up with anything else.
Huh. It's definitely connected in some way. For sure.
However, I do feel like we're getting close.
Yeah, same, buddy. I definitely feel that too. Exactly in what way, who knows?
I'm sure we'll find out more once we secure whatever's in the faculty room.
Looks like Erina's thinking on it too. Although I don't think she knows what to think about any of this yet, either. It's a lot to think about. Like, thinking you might not be a real person is kind of crazy of a concept. So, I don't blame her for freaking out a little bit.
Let's move out. My memory may be vague, but I can still guide you there.
Yeah, guide us as best as you can, Toshiro. We'll follow you wherever we need to go next. Okay, off we go. Wonder what our next, loudspeaker's gonna do.
The faculty room should be just ahead of here.
Okay, we're following you, Toshiro.
Walking all over this school's a pain, but I guess it still beats getting wrapped up in some other drama.
Fair enough.
Yes. It's nice how it seems we won't be attacked while merely walking around the school.
Seemingly, yeah. Seemingly, for sure.
Whatever's on the other side of the doors is definitely a different situation, though. What's up with that anyway?
Very good question, Ryuji.
Furthermore, there's another matter I don't understand.
What kind of matter is that, Yusuke?
Despite our assumptions about this kingdom, we've been attacked by creatures more closely resembling students than teachers.
That is true, but that makes a lot of sense because of the fact that we know that, Ichiro had a lot of spies from the students because of his blackmailing. So that would make a lot of sense why they're fighting us instead.
What could be the cause of that? Is there even a reason?
There definitely is. Because at school, are they being blackmailed?
That makes me wonder, though. Did Nakabachi ever force the students to fight each other?
Maybe. It's possible. The sexual harassment is definitely something crazy, so if they're gonna have, that, I would definitely say it's not outside the realm of him making the students fight each other.
Whatever the reason, it's obvious that we're still facing a lot of unknown factors.
True. Very true.
Let's just hurry up and catch the next episode of Toshiro's Put Upon Adventure.
Toshiro's Put Upon Adventure.
A school tale where Toshiro's whipped, huh? I'd like to learn the ending.
Okay. Interesting way to put it, Yusuke, but okay. Well, what would you do that? Okay. What a crazy thought. But seriously though, like, of all things to think about, like, there's a lot of crazy factors to everything. Exactly the answers to everything are still slightly unknown, obviously. But there's still a lot of factors we still need to learn. And I'm not sure if 2 more keys is going to be enough to answer those questions, honestly.
Whipped? Ending?
What do you think of whipped cream?
Would you mind if we moved on?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, probably best.
But that Natsuharu-san really is straight as an arrow, isn't she?
Yeah, about.
She was genuinely concerned for that girl, and never had second thoughts about helping her.
True, just like Erina.
Now that I'm thinking about it, Eri was actually somewhat similar to you all.
Really? Yeah, I can kind of see that, honestly.
Really?
Rebellious soul, but without a persona. Just like doing what she thought was right seems, pretty much makes a lot of sense.
She was a fervent believer in justice. She always had a very strong sense of empathy.
Makes sense.
You remember how, when we first met, I said I had a less than favorable opinion of the Phantom Thieves?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm fairly certain I was just envious of your ability to accomplish what I never could.
Probably so. That would make a lot of sense.
I'd like to take back what I said. I'm sorry.
Thank you. And we'll take your apology. But don't worry about it. No worries. Beg for forgiveness. You really said that? No worries.
No sweat. When you're outcasts like us, you gotta learn how to let stuff slide.
Yeah, exactly.
Although Ryuji's grades have slid a bit too far.
Why? Why'd you have to do that to him? The poor man was just being nice. Futaba, come on. At least let him get away with saying something nice and then not getting on top of him for that. Come on. Poor dude.
Oh, shut up! I'm just a complicated guy, is all.
He's pretty complicated, to be fair.
Besides, there's nothing to apologize for. You're an adult, and a politician to boot.
Which is true.
Not everything we do is condonable to everyone. We certainly always have that in mind.
Which is true.
Understood. I'll remember that.
Probably for the best.
Erina, I owe you an apology as well. How should I put this?
What kind of apology are you going to give her?
Don't worry about it. I think I already know. Kind of.
What do you think he's going to say?
Let's keep moving for now. We can talk more later.
Yeah, probably for the best to keep moving. We need to get to that third key.
Right.
Exactly what third key is going to be?
Well, let's be off. Lead the
Good
way.
question. But yep, lead the way indeed. Off we go. Okay, trying to think of what it could possibly be. Ooh, faculty room.
I think we found the faculty room.
This looks a little different than the other places we've been. It's like flipped this time. But, scary looking door number 4. Nice to meet ya.
Alright, you Legionnaire losers! Get your asses out here so I can kick them!
You gotta go inside there, buddy.
You're making it sound like we're raiding the place.
We kind of are.
Classy, Ryuji.
Okay, well, here we go. To whatever fresh, heck we're about to put ourselves into.
Wait, you want me to bow first? If we can make him freak before we fight him, we should do it.
Probably a good idea, honestly, sometimes.
Oh, I gotcha.
I'm pretty sure a door like that means they're not hearing anything we say on the other side.
Probably true.
Do you think they can even understand us?
They don't have heads, so probably not.
We know what to expect on the other side. Let's do this!
One thing is, it is weird that we don't have Legionnaires talking to us, like the other previous ones. Like, they're not talking at all to us, unlike the previous kingdoms. It's a little strange, but maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. It fits the theme more, with it being more sinister. Like, they're too scared to talk to us. Instead, they fight us instead, because they don't want to get, blackmailed upon by Ichiro.
That's it, dipshits! We're coming for you now!
Is Erina trying to summon her persona?
Yeah, dipshits. You're gonna regret making us come in there.
I like it's the pose that she tried to summon the persona earlier is the one that she's doing for that.
Like I said, let's do this! Before Ryuji's potty mouth rubs off on Erina any worse.
Joker's reaction. Okay, here we go. What kind of crazy thing are we going to get ourselves into? It looks like straight into the battle, though. No dialogue beforehand. Okay. What kind of enemies we dealing with? Anything super crazy, or is it stuff that we can easily deal with? Ooh, hello. 8 turns, 4 teleporters, 5 Ravagers or Revengers. I like to call them Ravagers more, but okay. Let's see here. Choose squad. What do we got? I'm gonna say anybody with long range is good here. Makoto might be a good idea too. I'm gonna go Makoto and Yusuke, I think. Or actually, yeah, we're gonna go Makoto Yusuke. We haven't did Makoto in a while, so it might be a good idea. Yusuke, we're gonna have. Which one do I want you to rather have? Ambush could be good. Or would I rather Hawkeye? Hawkeye could be good, but I think the Pale Rider is better out of the two. And then obviously for Haru, you need to have the Ganesha, so we need the extra money. Okay, we can work with this and go from there. Okay, also while we're here, let's take our save as well, just because we are in the battle now. Okay, I think we're good. 8 turns, no one gets KO'd, and defeat all enemies. Seems easy enough. 8 turns doesn't seem bad. What are we dealing with them on the loudspeakers? Movement is prohibited. Oh.
No moving.
Okay, no moving.
Here I go! Oh,
Huh.
hi!
No, we're not allowed to move. Talk about being unreasonable.
For real?
What the heck? It's impossible to not breathe.
No one tells you to stop breathing. I'm not saying it's not moving. And that's supposed to be a joke or something, Skull. Anyways, there's one hell of a roll, Joker. You decide next week.
Okay. Decide our next move and give it
do.
Oh, Makoto's stuck in there. Interesting. So it's only Makoto for right now. Out of the current zone. Interesting. Does it go down here? It does. Ooh, okay. I see an idea here. Yusuke, you go over here, buddy. I got an idea. You go down here.
You'll get no mercy.
I'm perfectly ready.
You go down here for a second. You move like that. You're gonna try pushing him off. We can. Okay, do it. That's a follow-up.
Won't miss.
We can take that to account. We'll make our way up there. Moves that guy slightly as well. Ooh, also it makes him completely lose his movement too. Not too bad. Okay. We have a triangle going. Though I'm not really sure how we're going to use this.
Yes.
Or maybe we can make use of it. You never know. Let's see here. Can't really move you, so be careful there. Send Yusuke back up.
Perfectly ready.
Somewhat? Okay. Pull him back. Then what we can do is...
I am
Can't really safely attack this guy. Really. But we can try and do something. Okay. Can't really get a big triangle on this guy. Doesn't mean that it's not possible.
I'm ready.
now. Wipe them out.
Just more of the fact that we need to be careful about it, more than anything. Not much of a range here. I'm gonna say we just try and do some damage to this thing and just try and do what we can. And go from there, honestly, because we can't move Makoto at all right now. So, just blast that and try and force that to break. Okay, that can work. From there, I'm gonna move here, I think.
Persona.
We can set up ambush if we want to. Not a bad idea.
Persona.
We do Bufu, but I don't think that's gonna be necessary.
Time to
Could
raise
do
the curtain.
Megiddo. What does Megiddo look like here? If we were to do that one, would move them slightly. Might be able to do something about
Wipe it
that.
out.
Let's try it. Let's do Megiddo. We have the ability to. It hits both of them. It moves them closer.
What to do here?
I don't like that. I really don't like that. Then I can push this guy back down if needed. Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do instead... Ooh, actually, I can get rid of both of them. Not a bad idea. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go with that instead. We can maybe get rid of both of these guys if I do it this way. Okay, this can work. And then, I don't have to move too crazily either. So maybe kind of stand in front of Yusuke if we can. Just so Yusuke doesn't get crazily attacked. Because Yusuke's in a weird spot right now. Okay, I think we turned all those off for now. Ouch. Don't like the getting hit like that, but we're gonna have to just live with it. We got punched in, we got hit there. Okay, we should be able to allow to move now, though. So, let's try and make do with what we can. Where can I go? Go quite far, but let's see if we can kind of mess around with this.
Wipe them out.
Okay. Go over here. We can put that up, maybe. Okay, Makoto, I'm gonna have you do something. You go back here. You're gonna help out Yusuke if you can. Go here.
What to do
And
here?
then you're gonna press the button one more time, maybe?
I'll cut them down.
Okay, we can still go. Okay, here we go. There we go. We got something going. And then, Makoto, you're gonna make your way back down. You're gonna make your way to where this guy is gonna get flung. Let me see if I can maybe push her closer slightly. Like there-ish? Yep, that works. Okay. And then follow up into the floor down there. Cool. That works. That's huge right there. And it also gives us another movement here too. Okay, not bad. And then Makoto, where can you move from here? Not too far. Well, it's not bad. Can't do much about those guys. So let's not worry about that. Let's see. If I were to be able to do anything, if I were to have Makoto go back slightly, come on here, go back to Yusuke, go over here,
What to do here?
have her flip back in between things, and then go here-ish. Okay, starting to get somewhere. If I go down, stay inside the safety zone here,
That sounds good.
and then have... Okay, we're getting somewhere. I got an idea of brewing. Not exactly sure how it's going to go, but we're going to do this in a way that we can move with Joker as far as I can get him as well. Okay, Makoto, you're going to go back and forth one more time. Joker, you're going to try and see how far you can go, buddy. Not sure exactly how far we're going to be able to go, but I'm going to try something. Okay, I got pretty far with that, although it's not enough to do much with it. And I need to keep this guy inside of that, if I want this to work. How many things can I do with this? Not a lot of things. So maybe, just maybe... Yeah, okay, I got an idea. Push this back down. And Joker is... Okay, Joker can at least get this guy into the positioning here that we can use to hit this guy. So we don't need to go this far out. We just need to be in a way that we can do like this. Okay, that works. We can work with this. It gets rid of 2 of the ninjas in one go. In a way that it's not a worrisome way of dealing with them. Okay, cool. And then, Makoto, we need to have you help out Joker in a way. So we're going to have you kind of move forward. Actually, freezing this guy is not a bad idea, actually. I'm going to go for that. I like the idea. Okay. For Yusuke, though, is he in a good spot? Looks like I need to do this. Okay. Do that. And then I guess we just, wait here, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, we can work with that. Not too bad. Okay, what's next? Guys are moving.
5 enemies remaining.
Not too bad. Okay, looks like an easy turn. Move up here. Get everybody started to prepare for a movement. We need to help out Makoto slightly, I think. But I don't think we need to severely. Just enough to kind of like figure out a movement. But she's not going to be the one to help out here. It looks like Joker's going to be the one that's down there. Okay, we can work with that. So Joker, you're going to sit down here, buddy. And we're going to use Yusuke here to start blasting people down there. Maybe something along the lines of this. Looks about right. Let's try it. Down you go. Blast Rooney. There we go. Down they go. One's down. Other one's moving. It's coming for Joker, but it counts as a movement, so Joker can use that now. Okay, cool. Not too bad. There might be a way for me to make this work. Yeah, I like that. Then I can knock him down. But what I want to do, actually, is make my way up here. Where's the guy that's, well, there he is. I'm gonna use you to my benefit. So let's knock you down. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna go back down here. We're gonna actually use this as a way to... Oops, messed it up. Just need to jump back onto the button. And then melee you into a follow-up for another extra couple damage. Not too bad. Now we got a good chunk of enemies kind of put into a corner here in a way that it's gonna definitely add up in a way that I like if we can get this to work properly. Then, okay, maybe we can do Phantom Judge on you, so we can open up a couple more possibilities of enemies we can come completely mess with if we do this right. So let's see what we can do. Okay, we got that started. Makoto, if you can go back slightly, that would be a huge help right now. Okay, not far enough, and get a little bit further, if possible. Maybe Joker can slightly go like here-ish? Is that enough for everybody? Looks like it. Yeah, that's about right. Cool. Definitely a checkmate, Joker. That's for sure, buddy. Okay, blast them all down. Get a good chunk of damage in. And that is level complete. Not bad. Third key, here we come. Not bad at all. Did I forget my Ganesha? I think so. It's fine. Noticed I didn't get the extra money, so I'm guessing I just forgot the Ganesha. Yeah, it's fine. Would have liked the money, though.
Suck on that. Phantom Thieves showed you what's up.
True there, buddy.
With that out of the way, where's that key?
Yeah, where's our third key?
Ooh, over there!
You see Futaba? Okay, yep, there it is.
It's a letter? No, not just any letter. Front says it's a letter of challenge.
Letter of challenge? I'm guessing Ichiro found out about them looking into him, maybe?
That's the third key?
Apparently so.
Look at the weight of the brushstrokes. Whoever wrote this meant business.
For sure.
That looks like... No. It's probably best to see what happened first.
Yeah, definitely look into it first.
Is everyone ready? Here it comes.
Here it comes indeed. Third memory, unlocking now. What are we gonna find in this third memory is the real question, though. Very curious on what our Ichiro is. Oh, that's what he looks like, apparently.
Perhaps one of you would care to explain the meaning of this letter. How about you, Kasukabe?
Interesting voice. He kind of sounds like the guy on the loudspeaker. So this is who we're dealing with. The blackmail man that is Nakabachi or Ichiro. Okay.
It was scrawled so furiously I was barely able to read it.
Oh. It wasn't Ichiro that wrote it. It was probably Eri or Erina.
A letter of challenge?
Huh.
Senpai, did you really write this?
Maybe.
I know I left it to you to call him out, but this is pretty hokey. And you even included our names?
Probably not a good idea.
What's wrong with that? We needed to confront him face to face.
Not in a situation like this.
Honestly, it would have been better to go yell at him in the faculty room.
It wouldn't have, because now he knows that it's you, and now he can't do anything about it. Because now he knows that we're looking into him. So...
Calling him into this empty music room was to show him the slightest amount of mercy.
What are you gonna do, punch him? That's not gonna really do much. We need to get him fired, not make him feel bad.
Here I was wondering what the blazes this could be about. You really wanted an in-person confrontation?
He's sweating about it, though.
You tricked me here with some baseless accusations. Now you expect me to actually apologize for them?
An apology's not going to cut it.
What are you gonna get him to do?
You're going to confess your crimes and turn yourself into the police.
That's not really how it's gonna work, Erina, because he's kinda got all the cards in his favor. Toshiro said to kinda gather information and then go in on him, but okay.
Surely you're jesting.
You won't be talking your way out of this. A whole list of students shared the truth with us.
Okay, well I guess Toshiro's going in with it. Okay, we'll see what we can do here then.
A list of students, you say? I don't know who'd spout such lies, but I can assure you this nonsense won't prove a thing.
It isn't nonsense. We only found out because someone came to us for help.
Don't say who it is.
Do you have a name of this someone? And what evidence do you have to corroborate their story? Now, hypothetically speaking, let's say you're correct. Just how many people do you see here backing you two up?
That's a good question, actually.
Your theory's riddled with flaws, wouldn't you say?
Fair enough.
For example, if there are as many victims as you claim, why hasn't a single one come forth?
Well, they're scared, but you know that, though.
That's because you've screwed them all over.
Which is true.
Senpai, please don't touch him.
Oh, did she try and punch him?
Laying a hand on him would give him just what he wants.
Which is true. Although his face is saying different story. Also, look at that eye. That's the same eye we saw in that one illustration. Huh. But that's definitely him. It's gotta be him. For our tyrant of this chapter. Just based on, he looks like the guy now that we see him. But... Huh.
Ah, Kasukabe, my boy. Good to know you still see reason. That must be your father's doing. I, for one, hope Representative Kasukabe has a long and fruitful career. Well, let's end this discussion here. No matter how much of a fit you may pitch, no one is going to take your side.
Well, you don't know for sure about that, buddy.
Not unless every single one of your so-called list of students steps forward.
I don't think every single one needs to. Just enough of them, at least half of them, I would think.
Ah, but that's quite the unless, isn't it? Best of luck there.
That laugh.
We're not done here.
That laugh sounded very familiar to the loudspeaker guy, so that's definitely him. Okay, cool. So we got confirmation on that, based on his laugh.
Eri, don't chase him!
Yeah, not a good idea. He's got them checkmated at the moment because of Erina's rash thinking.
That bastard! Cackling like some kind of kids show villain!
Yeah, but fair enough.
He certainly seems confident.
That's for sure.
He's forced each victim into a position where betraying him means self-ruin. Fear is certainly an effective method of control.
It is true.
Though not just their fear.
It's just complete control over them, basically. Their fear and their dreams are completely being controlled.
I've gotten the sense that some people even expected perks from Nakabachi for obeying him.
Probably. Some of them probably do.
We can raise all the fuss we like, but if the victims have no intention of accusing him...
then we have no chance of getting him.
I don't care. He's still wrong.
Oh, you kind of went in a way that it's not going to help us go against him. It would be better if you didn't know we were going against him.
And what's gonna happen? Everyone's just supposed to let him get away with it?
No, but slightly giving a little bit more time to look into him would have been better than jumping the gun like you did. Because that's exactly how Erina in the Kingdom World acts. She jumps the gun way too early, and then gets in trouble. So it would have been better to wait a slight bits, get a little bit more information, get all your people figured out, and then turn them in some way, shape, or form with the much more massive amount of support to take him out of his power position.
Does everyone really need to come forth? If so, we'll try persuading them again by
what?
Tell me, Senpai, why do you care so much?
Honestly, good question. I actually am kind of curious, but makes sense why she would. But curious what her full reasoning is.
I know just how much you value honesty and how you can't stand injustice, but...
It's not about caring. I just do what I do because I want to.
Good reason. That was what I was curious about. That's a very good reason.
Okay. I think I can tell you.
Oh, there's another reason?
You see, back at my last school...
Back at your last school?
One of my classmates framed me for some theft, and everyone ended up shunning me.
Okay.
It was over something stupid. I can't remember if it was a notebook or some perfume, but something was stolen.
Okay. Interesting.
How awful.
It is pretty awful.
I'm sure there were some folks who thought I was a nuisance, considering my personality.
Okay.
But in the end, even my closest friends all left me.
Huh.
At the time, I was more shocked than angry, so I kept my mouth shut and just tried to deal with it.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
After a while, my homeroom teacher noticed I'd been acting differently, so she reached out to me. I didn't want to stir things up, so I told her to leave me alone. But then she told me, silence in the face of injustice is complicity.
Which is true.
If your gut tells you something's wrong, why not fight back, she asked.
Huh.
That was the push I needed to change my attitude. I've fought back ever since.
Okay, makes a lot of sense, Honestly, I don't blame you.
I got all kinds of people involved. I asked around school for leads, I searched for the stolen stuff myself. And with that teacher's help, I was able to prove my innocence.
But why'd you leave your original school then?
That said, the whole mess drew a lot of negative attention, so I still wound up transferring.
Oh. That sucks. But it looked like you should have been in a good situation, but okay.
Ah, so that's why you transferred here at such an odd time.
I guess so.
Honestly, I think the reason I get so worked up is because I'm actually a coward at heart.
You? A coward?
Huh.
If we lived in the kind of world where corruption was free to flourish, it'd feel like everything I fought for was a waste. There'd be no reason to take a stand for what's right.
Fair enough.
That's the reality I'm afraid of. I simply can't allow it.
I don't blame you for trying to fix it.
No matter your reasoning, I think it's admirable.
Honestly, same.
You're simply following your own sense of justice. Admittedly, that doesn't apply to what I do.
Well, thanks.
Oh no, I think you definitely fight for justice in what you've done, Toshiro, from what we saw so far.
But I think you're wrong about yourself.
He definitely is.
The first time I ever saw you was pretty telling. I knew you're someone who does the right thing.
Which is true.
Considering their numbers, you were really putting your life on the line there.
Oh, that old story. I keep telling you, I just felt like it.
Yeah, sure. Just keep telling yourself that, buddy.
Still, was I ever glad to meet you here? It was almost like meeting another me.
Yeah, about. They're basically the same person. If you think about it, with how they act, they're definitely very close.
So, what's the next move?
Yeah, what is the next move, actually?
Nakabachi's not confessing, and I doubt any of his cronies will either. We've gotta find something else.
Anything else at this point.
Toshiro, you're sure?
Yeah, he's obviously pretty sure.
You think I can just slink out of here after all you've said? Plus, I need to keep an eye on you if you decide to go loose cannon.
Fair enough.
Besides
what?
That must be your father's doing. I, for one, hope Representative Kasukabe has a long and fruitful career.
Oh.
You'll see. I'll show him what I can do.
That's a weird way of, the eye, by the way. It's not like a regular eye. It's like slanted almost, like that. That's weird. Wonder why that is. Okay then. Interesting memory. But definitely confirms that Erina and Eri
Hey, why is it already over?
are basically the same person. Even if it didn't answer a question though, if she's a shadow or if it's the real Erina or not. But it definitely proved that they're very, very much the same person. The only thing is now are they the same person? And if they are, is it a real person or is it a shadow that is made to basically be the person inside of Toshiro's mind, to the point where it's like Morgana, where it's a living shadow and not a regular shadow, one that can, basically be like Morgana. Good question.
What a week ending! Not even a preview of the next one?
You guys do remember we're watching that guy's real life, right?
Which is true.
So that's why.
Both said the same thing.
Whoa, it's weird when they sync up. What's the deal?
Yeah, what's up?
Maybe I've seen one too many of Toshiro's memories.
Huh.
But, yeah. Those things that Eri had said.
Uh-huh.
If we lived in the kind of world where corruption was free to flourish, that's the reality I'm afraid of. I simply can't allow it.
Makes sense.
I have to say, I'm not sure how we may be related. I'm scared that we're entering a world where corruption is free to flourish.
Oh, this was back in chapter 1. And then Toshiro said something that made him think of something for a second. But we never got an answer on what that was afterwards. But we're finally getting that answer now.
And even worse, I'm scared of becoming someone who's okay with that.
Huh.
I can tell she has the same feelings that I've had for as long as I can remember.
Okay.
I must admit, the two of you have a very strong drive towards justice, even at your own expense.
Yeah, and their own expense, for sure.
Oh, you think so?
In that case, I'm even more puzzled about the two of you now.
Yeah, same.
I don't really know how to phrase it.
What do you mean?
But the more I think about how Toshiro's past may have some meaning for me, the more it's like...
More like what? Erina, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
No problem. Just a little worried about you is all.
Let's just keep moving through. The answer must be right around the corner.
Yeah, for sure. Keep moving. Maybe find our answer soon.
Right, Toshiro?
Yeah, right, Toshiro?
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Good.
Our next move should be securing the location of the last key.
Yep, final key. Final key to prepare for our next tyrants. Because I think once we go there, we might be going straight to him.
Then let's shut up and get out of here.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
I can't wait to curl up back at the hideout.
Morgana. Okay, off we go. Going straight to the hideout, or are we having a talk before then? New quest has been added. Okay. Obtain the last key. What kind of quest did we get, by the way? I'm kind of curious.
Which should we choose?
Toshiro's embarrassing secret. The group comes across a mysterious location that relates to a secret Toshiro wants to keep hidden. Okunin Ushi. Is that something I've seen before? That sounds new.
Until next time.
Okay then, that's just for a persona. And then dreams of a boy and a girl. I'm gonna say we'll leave that. Actually, no, we can probably fit this in. Let's do it. Dreams of a boy and a girl. We'll do that right now. probably another one of the backstory ones that we've seen before. Let's see.
Not the Haru's like an defeat heroine in Toshio's life story, huh? I definitely wouldn't have had the will to fight if I was going out alone.
Right.
Oh yeah, the way she stood strong for her beliefs was incredible.
She must have been made of steel or something. So where's she now?
That I don't know. We haven't spoken to each other in a very, very long time.
But still.
Though, do you remember that Natsuharu Senpai always dreamt of doing just because it fit her so well?
Oh yeah? What was it?
Yeah, what was it? That sounded more like Futaba, by the way.
Hey!
Hey Toshiro, about your dreams for the future. First you want to become a Diamond member, and then eventually the Prime Minister, right?
That certainly came out of nowhere. Wouldn't call something so far-fetched for my dream. It's just something I like to think about sometimes.
Huh?
What? Why not? A dream can literally be anything. Besides, you won't know whether or not it's achievable or not unless you try, right?
True.
You certainly got the guts, so it'd be a shame not to give it a go at least.
I figured you'd say that. Don't misunderstand. I never said I wasn't gonna try. Even within the school alone, there are many who struggle against injustice and uncertainty. And I imagine far more people suffer in similar ways around the world. Want to become a leader who will stand by these people, one who walks alongside them.
Good to hear.
Right now I'm still just a kid, no knowledge or experience.
Erina's doing something.
Senpai, what's wrong? What?
That was great!
Look at you, giving it so much thought. It's called Dream, Toshiro. You should have been more honest with yourself.
You didn't have to do that. Being serious here.
Still, it's wonderful. And it's something you decided for yourself, isn't it?
Probably true. Although his father's kind of pushing him to be a prime minister, but still, though, it's still his dream, from what we can tell.
I'm here to support that dream of yours, okay? Don't forget it.
Thank you.
Also, you said you're lacking knowledge and experience, but it's not at all there is to it. You need more stamina and bravery too.
I can't argue with that, as long as you don't expect me to compete with that boar-like strength of yours. How about you, Senpai? You decide on your future?
Huh?
Yeah, what do you want?
It's true that I'll be graduating before you, so yeah, I do have a path in mind, but it's not something I'm quite ready to share yet.
That's not fair. You're the one who asked about mine in the first place.
You're right. I guess I can share it with you. I want to become a journalist.
Really?
I want to travel around the world, see as much as I can with my own eyes, and talk to all different kinds of people along the way. I'll write about everything I see. I want people to know what I know, and want them to question things too.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
If I could share what someone's thoughts and feelings are with the world, I think I could help spark some change.
Probably. Curious who she is then. We might see her again then, outside of this world. Unless, like I said, Erina in this world is this Erina. But I'm not really sure. I'm still not sure, honestly. Huh.
See, it really suits you. It's perfect for someone as tough and driven as you.
You think so?
Absolutely. You should have more confidence in yourself. Certainly something I wouldn't be able to keep up with.
Really?
If that really is that really a compliment? But if you say so, I guess it could be true. After all, we're comrades in this fight now.
There's comrades again.
I suppose that's one way to put it.
On that note, when you become PM, let me be there, the first one to interview you. Got it?
But, well, I'm not even sure if I'll become the...
Don't have to be the PM. Anytime you're in need. When you've decided on your path with your own hearts. No matter where I may be, I'll always come running to lend you my aid.
Huh. That seems definitely a fit the truth there, in the bill.
A journalist? Huh. I wonder if she's out doing that somewhere right now.
Right.
Although you've gotten gone different ways in your pursuit and your dreams, you may yet cross paths again.
I can totally imagine Atsuhara popping out of nowhere one day.
Totally. Like a surprise attack interview. What's wrong, Toshiro?
Yeah, what's wrong, bud?
Oh, it's nothing. Perhaps it's because I've forgotten about her all this time, but now that I remember, feeling overcome with all these emotions.
Toshiro-san.
I think I've had enough reminiscing. We must move forward. My resolve is stronger than ever.
Ready to go?
You got it. Let's head to our next destination, Spooks.
Okay. Off we go. Okay. Interesting, talk there, for sure. But with that being said, that is actually where we're going to be ending off today's episode. Also, before we go, there's a girl that reminds me of Yuri. The shadow, for the female student looks like Yuri to me, honestly, from what we saw earlier. That's the one I was talking about. But with that being said, thank y'all for watching today's episode. It's been a blast hanging out, guys, like always. It's crazy how the story has kind of transpired and evolved over the course of the game. Because Erina being the way that she is with what we're seeing right now with Eri was not what I was expecting at all. I was not expecting it to be someone that was from Toshiro's past. I was expecting Eri to be a real person that just so happened to maybe be like tied to this world. But now I'm getting vibes that someone that's from his past that got sucked into his heart somehow, like how we got sucked in here. And then she lost her memories because she's attached to Toshiro, and because Toshiro lost his memories, she lost her memories as well. Is kind of what I'm getting. But the thing is that could not be the case as well, and it could be a shadow as well. But bunch of different questions and a bunch of different answers to still be unveiled. But in the next episode, maybe we'll get our answer. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's episode. It's been a blast hanging out with you all, like always. And with that being said, keep being spooky, have a wonderful rest day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out. Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.